Well, that is the face you make when someone's backing next to your truck. YouTube, welcome back. This is RP Adventures. My name is Reggie.
And Priscilla.
And we are here with another video for y'all. We're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to do like a little series or something in between. We're going to call it Truck Stop Stories, because a lot of things always happen to us when we're on the road. We tell our friends and family, and we're just like, you know what? We should document some of these stories, or if not all of them. So today we're going to hit you with, boom, number one.
But come here. This is about you. Come here.
No, he's not coming, because he knows what the story's about.
He's embarrassed.
He's embarrassed, yeah. He's embarrassed. Definitely.
So, the other day I was driving, and then we were on the interstate, and so there was no rest areas, nothing soon. And so Boots is sleeping with Reggie in the back, and then he comes out under the curtain and he taps on my leg like, I want to go up on your lap. And so he knows that we're driving, that's not allowed. So that means that he has to go potty like soon. And so I wake up Reggie. I was like, hey, like the closest stop is like 10 miles or like the side of the road, no rest area, nothing else. And so we're like 10 miles, you know, we'll make it. There's no traffic. It was like the middle of the night, so no cars at all. And so we're distracting him, like putting the window down. He takes out his face, the wind, everything. And then 8 minutes, like 2 minutes away from the exit, he just couldn't hold it anymore, and everything smelled so bad, and it was everywhere because he was up on the seat, and it was just, yeah, I don't want to get too graphic, but it was everywhere.
Luckily it didn't land on the seat.
Yeah.
It landed like on all like covers that we could throw it away.
Yeah.
So we were happy about that.
And then we have floor mats everywhere on the floor, so like everything's
cleanable again.
yeah. And it's not so hard to clean.
Cleanable word?
I don't know, but I like
it works. So look, to give you context, like he's been having like that week, he was having like bad poopies, and we just didn't understand why.
We tried to figure out if it was his food, but
yeah, we kept switching his food out. We were like, oh, less liquid, more solids, and then from there we went, you know, and I'm like thinking, and I was like, you know what, every time we do laundry, he gets like that.
Yeah, because we wash his bed often. And
yeah, so we recently went from like, we have regular Tide Pods, and then we went to like the bigger Tide Pods.
Like the extra.
Yeah, and so we were like, oh, we'll just use one instead of like 2 or 3. And so I think all the chemicals in there was too strong for him. Yeah. So every time we did laundry, it like messed him up.
And we tested it out because we gave him the food one day, and then he was good, and then the next day like we did laundry and it happened
was bad again. Yeah. So we figured it out. So now he's good. But back to the story. So basically 10 miles, we get 8 miles down, it's everywhere, and then what happened next?
So it smells so bad, and so we're like, oh man, we opened both windows, and the exit is like right there, you know. So we're trying to hold him. He was embarrassed. So we're like, no, like it's okay, you know, like just trying to make him feel better because he knew like he had an accident. And so we take the exit. We go to the exit. The light is red, so we stop, and it turns green, and everyone's going. And then the car in front of us is still there, so we're honking, nothing. And so the lady that was next to her truck, she leaves because it's a green light, and then she reverses. And she goes to the guy like in front of us. What was she saying? Like, hey.
She's like, hey, beep, 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 hey.
Right?
And we're literally like sitting, we're watching. I'm like,
what's going on?
I'm like, should we back up? You know?
And so she reverses a little more, comes to our window, and she's like,
he's sleeping.
He's sleeping. And we're like,
what?
Yeah. And so she takes off. And so there's nobody else but us and the car.
Yeah.
And so our response for being previous EMTs and firefighters, we're like, well, we should help, you know, we got to do something about it, because if we leave and he stays there, someone comes from behind, hits him, like,
you never know.
Exactly.
You never know.
And so I was also going around him with a trailer, like, no. And so he gets out the truck and then he goes like and checks, and he's like, hey, like wake up, right? And you down his window.
So like all his windows were cracked open, but his driver's side window was all the way down.
Yeah.
And he had music playing, and he's just like,
yeah. And so
like he's out. And so I'm hitting the window like, bro, wake up, the light's green. boom, 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 boom. Nothing. So I come back into the truck and I tell her, and she's like, what?
So at that moment we call the cops, and the cop was like, dispatch was like, we'll send somebody whenever they're available. We're like, okay. And then like 3 lights went by.
Yeah, so like
and
15,
no
20
cops or
minutes.
nothing.
Yeah.
And then the whole time we were telling cars to go. Like,
I'm literally like
past
coming
us.
in and out of the truck,
Yeah.
like telling people, hey, go the other way. Like, this guy's asleep. And so
Yeah.
I made sure like he was breathing and everything. He was fine. His hands were up here. So I even suggested like, hey, should I like reach in and like put his car in park? Because we were scared like if
No.
his car was in drive or in
Yeah.
reverse. So like he let go of his
Wakes
foot.
up.
He just starts rolling forward on a red
Yeah.
light, or he
Or
comes back
reverse,
and hits
yeah.
us. So we were like in limbo. So I'm
But
like,
you never want to approach you don't want to put your hand in the vehicle just in case like he wakes up and he's scared, he's armed a knife. You never know what was the situation, and so you just rather be safe. But then we call the cops back, and then they're like, oh, there's still nobody on their way because nobody's available. And so we're like, what
is
the
going
heck?
on?
Where
Yeah,
are we?
what is going
and
on?
so you looked up like,
Oh,
oh, this
yeah.
is like one of
the highest crime rates in the state we were
Yes,
in.
and
I
we're
was like,
like,
oh. We're like, look at that now, like the whole
Yeah.
scenery like changed. We're like,
Yeah.
it's pitch black. We're just like,
yeah.
oh, like this is like, I mean, let's be honest here, like all like the Martin Luther King streets, like when you turn it on, you hit the lock button, it was like that, but like everywhere. So we're just like,
And
oh
so
man.
another truck pulls up behind us, and I was like, well, he's gonna start honking at us because he's gonna think it's us. But we had our flashers on and everything, and so he goes out and he tells him, hey, like pull up next to him, and we both honk our horns so he could wake up, because we don't know if it was a medical reason, he was passed out, overdose, something, somebody did something to him, you never know. And so as the truck is pulling up next to us to both honk, the light turns green and he just like wakes up and leaves like nothing happened.
Yeah.
So we're like, we call the cops one more time, like, hey, it's us again. Like he woke up and he took off. I don't know if you guys are gonna go check on him, whatever, but don't come here anymore, we don't need you. And so
yeah, like he woke up like the Undertaker, like boom. And so like him waking up, I'm assuming he fell asleep on a red light, and him waking up on a green light,
like nothing happened.
I bet you he knows that nothing happened. Like no time went by, like unless he checked the time, which I doubt, but nothing to him happened and to us, thank God.
We were watching,
but
as
he was just
driving,
like,
he's taking
he just left,
curb,
yeah,
like,
and he hit back on the highway, just continue on with his day, like nothing happened. He had a fresh, clean cut. I remember, man, he had a fade and everything, real nice, But look, my man's, I don't know what happened to him. Oh, that's not even the end of the story.
No, so from there, we go to the truck stop. It was literally like across the street. And
Yeah,
so we
yeah.
finally get there. We clean everything, throw away what we have to throw away, put in bags what we have to put in bags so we could wash them later. Clean boots and take him out so he could do his thing and, air out the truck.
Yeah.
And so, but the truck stop was scary too.
Yeah,
There was like trucks hit.
It was mad ghetto. Like the whole place was ghetto. Like and
there
then
was a truck
super
with the whole
tight.
fender bent in.
Somebody destroyed his whole truck with a trailer. Like everything was gone. And then you're looking around.
The bathrooms, they smell so bad.
There was spray. Like I went to the bathroom. There was spray painted and everything. And you're like, okay,
it was dirty
this
and,
TA not coming back.
No,
it's
never.
cool.
And so then I go outside, and then he's like, guess what Boots did?
Yeah. So look, I swear to you, this happened. Like we're not lying. Like we are not lying. I'm not lying. I look at Boots, right, because everything's going on. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, like what just happened? This like something always happens to us, Like it's to the point her brother calls and like, what's the next story,
Yeah.
And so we're like, okay, boom. She went inside. I'm like, where's Boots? I go look at him. My man's just doing a handstand peeing. Like he's on his 2 front paws like that, and he is just peeing like nobody's business. And as soon as I go take out my phone to record it, because I knew nobody would believe me, he comes back down, act like nothing happened. Like what?
But he's done that since he's little. He likes
handstand.
He likes to go potty on top of something, and he uses his 2 front legs to like.
Yeah,
but sometimes both
weird.
of his legs
like go up. Like his balance is.
One day we'll get it in video, so you guys can believe us.
Like sometimes, like even when he's pooping, like he'll like start. This man's weird. He's crazy. He's crazy. Like this is part of Boots and his personality.
But there's more stories to come.
Yes.
We have the next one ready.
Yeah.
But
because there's a list of them. Like Probably something will happen today,
Yeah,
and we can even tell y'all tomorrow.
we have to take the load, so we gotta
Yeah,
go.
man.
But yep.
We hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. You know the business. Thank you for all 160. We're at. Like, I would have never imagined 160. Y'all my peoples, man. I love y'all. We love y'all. Be nice to one another. And please don't be afraid to succeed because of someone else's failure. And we see you on the next one. Peace.
Really.